Hey everybody, today we're going to ground pound it with the Possum Pouch Soft Goods bedroll. Hang around. Tick, 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 boom. Alright, so why choose the plow point for today's shelter? It is pretty hot, so usually I would go hammock camping. However, a few weeks ago I had Joe Hercules and his family come on down from Wheeling, West Virginia and brought me a couple of things, and I figured I would take this opportunity to try them out. And the biggest thing is the prototype for the bedroll that he has. And bedrolls don't really work that well in hammocks. They're kind of mutually exclusive. So I figured set up the TARP Mahal here, the 16 by 16 D&D hammock, and set it up in a plow point. I've got enormous amounts of room in here. I could have a party in here, guys. Probably fit 4 people, 5 people in here, no problem. And kind of live in a lap of luxury for a night. So shelter's up. Bed's out. Let's start getting some firewood. Let's start figuring out what we can do to start a fire for some food. Fire pit right about here. Shelter's right there. Let's get some firewood. Let's get this thing started. This guy right here, this is dead standing. That is what firewood dreams are made of right here. That's good stuff. Here's another awesome find when you look for firewood. Stuff that's hanging from the trees, that's up off the ground. That means it is nice and dry. And you hear that? You hear this? That snap? That means it's dry. Right now, not a big deal because it hasn't rained in a little while. But in wet weather, look for hangers, look for dead standing. Good stuff. You know, I figured we'd try something a little bit different today. Got the sunshine shining, it's nice and warm. I'm going to see if I can work up this tulip poplar bark, get it nice and fine, and then use a magnifying glass, and we're going to see if we can get it going that way. If not, then we go on to plan B. she's smoldering. And we have fire, folks. Tulip poplar, sunshine, and a magnifying glass. And that's what gets this fire going. Took me about 8 minutes or so. Guys, always, it's always about prep when you start your fire. So if you see, I had to obviously prep the tulip poplar bark, and then I took the finer stuff, rolled it into a ball, and that's where I got my ember from. And then an ember, that's when I started blowing on it. And then poof, it went up into flames. Put the tinder upside down, and then had to hurry up, reset the camera, and throw everything up on top of the fire to get it going. But as you can see, it's smashing. So as you saw, I have a Dutch oven over there. It's warming up. I got some water inside of it, and I can tell you, I bet you dollars to donuts, if I were to touch the bail on that Dutch oven, it's gonna be hot. So I need to make something that I can manipulate my cookware with while it's on the fire, because I don't want to burn my little nubbins. So I've got a tulip poplar, which is one of my favorite trees, and it's just a branch, and I'm going to cut it off, and then I'm going to hack it up a little bit, make a little something out of nothing, that I can do what I need to do with it. So come on over. There's going to be two purposes for this. Number one, on one end, I'm going to have a way to lift up and pick up bail hooks so I can remove it from the fire. I can also manipulate the lid with it. On the other end, I'm going to take and make a way to manipulate pans with it. And if you look at the end of cast iron, they've got that little teardrop shape. And if you carve a piece of wood that fits in that teardrop shape, you can put it in there, lodge it in, and then you can pull the entire pan and handle the entire pan while you've got a rather large stick, and you don't have to worry about it going anywhere. So now I got a little bail hook, bam, I can pick it up, and I can also use this to manipulate the lid. This end, I'm going to do something completely different. Not completely, but different. Let's go test it out. Okay, so you see that little teardrop where you would usually hang it from? That's what you got this end of the stick for. Put it right through the hole. Now if it's cooking, it's obviously going to be super duper hot, but then you can just pick up your entire meal and move it around wherever you need to move it to without burning your nubbins off. So what's on the menu for today? Haha! We're going to go with something that's a non-traditional outdoorsy meal. We're going to do some spaghettis. Some Angus beef, because it's delicious. Corn, because it's roughage. Oh, you thought I was gonna leave out bacon. Oh, jeez, silly people. No, the bacon is gonna go on the beef, and it's gonna be delicious. One ear of corn, 2 ear of corn, There's not going to be 3 ears of corn because I got to save one for breakfast. Sweet, succulent, savory corn. It's wonderful. Know why you never tell secrets in a cornfield? Because there's ears everywhere. Just wrap it back up like that didn't happen. Put a little bit of black pepper on it for the flavoring. Put a little bit of red peppers cause I like it hot. The secret ingredient. Oh, want a piece of bacon? Look at that. All fat. That's ridiculous. Kia! Kia! Yeah! Whoa! Here! Here! Listen to that sizzle and pop. Roost Chris ain't got nothing on me. Hey, how do you like your spaghetti? You like it al dente? That's good, because that's what I got. Let's get down here and taste some of it. My corn just caught on fire. God bless it. That's why you can't have anything nice. Gotta try the meat first. That's pretty good. Do I have something in my teeth? Okay, let me jam this down my gullet, and we're going to get back with you, and we're going to do some other cool stuff. I think I want to show you a knot. So if you're feeling knotty, stick around. Make a loop in the rope. Take your end. Run it up through the loop. Grab this end, run it around there, and then back up through the loop originally. And then all you're going to do is pull that, and voila, you have a bowline. Now, if you want to tie a bowline around something, well, there's a trick to that. Do you remember when we put that in right there? And then you take this and run it through. This part right here that you have your hand in, that is how big your bowline is going to be. And if you want something to be inside your bowline, that's where it needs to be. So we're going to tie one around this tree right here, real quick. Make your loop, and then trees inside of it. All we're going to do is run that around the back side of the tree. Take it around the long side of the 550 cord. Take it back up through your loop there. Pinch it and then pull it. And you've got it securely around the tree. Oh! Getting ready to turn in, guys. I'm gonna roll out my bedroll, crawl up inside of it, and I don't think I'm probably gonna need my wool blanket tonight. It is pretty nice outside. I'll have all the temperatures and everything posted when I do this in post. But you know, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Bushcraft spaghetti. Bushcraft spaghetti, phenomenal. You know, I thought it was gonna be super plain. I didn't think it was gonna work. And I'm not the best cook in the world. I'll be the first to tell you that. But let me tell you, when I took the spaghetti and I put it in a skillet and I mixed it in with the vegetables, the steak, and most importantly, secret ingredient X, bacon, instantaneously recognized that the spaghetti just wasn't up to par. So bacon threw on its superhero cape, went over, wrapped all those little noodles up with some of its special juices, and it said, you know what? You're in here in my skillet, you're gonna rock. And let me tell you, bacon saved the day, because even though it was plain spaghetti, it was really good. So put that in a record book. Madison Poole says Bushcraft spaghetti with bacon is phenomenal. Hey guys, it's 7:15. I just had to get up and do my morning business. I'm gonna start the fire up, cook some breakfast. On the menu this morning, we got eggs, we got steak, bacon, some leftover spaghetti, and I've got all my vegetables also. It's gonna be a good breakfast. Let's get this fire going. Okay, let's talk about last night's sleep. It was horrible. The ground is hard. I didn't prepare well enough. I should have had better insulation. I should have had more cushioning, actually. The insulation wasn't that bad. It was about 1:30 this morning. The temperature dropped out. I woke up shivering. Okay, so the temperature really didn't drop out. But 4 degrees makes a huge difference when you're asleep. And then I just pulled up my wool blanket, and after that, the temperature wasn't the issue. It was more the hardness of the ground, which I should have, just like I said, just added more insulation. I think it would have been a lot better. But I want to break out the Possum Pouch Soft Goods bedroll, the Bro bedroll, and I'm going to show that to you guys. So let's set it up over here while the fire's cooking. If you couple this thing with just a wool blanket, you can actually roll yourself up like a burrito and sleep right under the stars, and it's actually a bivvy, and that's kind of what a bedroll, the purpose of it was anyways. And this has a toggle system for a rain flap, and it's also got a foot box. Like I said, it's got grommets all the way around it. This thing is pretty cool because it can actually double as a tarp or a bedroll, and it's water resistant. It's not waterproof, but if you're looking for a quick, easy up shelter situation, this is a pretty good solution for that. This is just steak, eggs, bacon, some peppers and onions, but let me tell you, nothing tastes better than food cooked over a fire. I don't know what it is. Hey guys, I appreciate you being here today for this overnighter. Had a great time on it. I didn't wake up with any snakes in my bed. I didn't wake up with any spiders in my bed. So anytime you sleep on the ground and those two things happen, you are pretty much golden. So I want to thank, number one, Possum Pouch Soft Goods for lending me the bedroll to test out and to try out and to kind of run it through its paces a little bit. And all the links for all the descriptions of everything that I have used in this video, if I know where I got them from, if I remember where I got them from, I always try to make sure that you guys know where I got them from, so you can go patronize those businesses as well. So if you have any questions about anything I'm using, I'll put it in the description below. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. I got to strike camp. I got tons of things to do back at home. So until next week, guys, get out of the inside and into the outside. What are you doing? Shh, I'm hunting squirrels. Catching squirrels? It's a new technique. Aren't you supposed to be quiet when you're hunting? New technique. I'm all ears. Well, I'm listening. Yeah, you hang from a tree and act like a nut.